Alright, so I'm reading Doughboys by Paula again because I already read So Done, and it feels like I need to read it again to get some more things in context. So there was a line that I wanted to share that I thought was pretty dope. So the Mr. B is Rollie's big tag teacher. He works with him in the after school program where Rollie is a percussionist. And I don't want to give it away, but something happens that Rollie is a little bit down about, a little upset about. So Mr. B comes to him, and it's obvious he's been in this funk and in this state of mind. So Mr. B tells him, I give you permission to be over it. And that thing, it reminded me how my mom and dad was never one to push us into things and to make us say in things we didn't want to be in. So Rollie plays for the neighborhood basketball team, who is like borderline AAU. And for those of you who not read Doughboys, they're also known for running. They're also known as Doughboys for the particular drug dealer of the group of the neighborhood. So Rollie doesn't really want to do it anymore. He's doing basketball. He's good at it, but he's like, but he admits he does basketball because it helps him decompress to get ready for playing. He plays the drums for, his church. And then he had an opportunity to audition for this band who was trying to get a record deal. So Rollie's teacher says, I give you permission to be over it, as in, if you're not feeling this anymore, you're 13 years old, you can change your mind. Even as a grown person, you're allowed to change your mind. But how many of us as parents allow our kids to change their minds? Because I don't care how good a child is at something, if they don't have the heart to do it, why do we make them do it? And we shouldn't make them do it. So I'll never forget when Joshua wanted to play the piano. I don't even think we went a month. And we might have been a month, but I meant 2 months. And he was like, I'm not feeling this. This is not what I thought it was going to be. And I was fine with that. Some people were mad at me because they feel like I should have made Joshua tough it out longer. No, we're not doing that. So, but, when it came to sports now, he had to stay the whole season and finish the season when we did sports when he was younger. But I even remember when I did dance. I think I was 4 or 5. I did maybe 2 years. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this. And my mom pulled me out. Piano, I did piano for years, enjoyed it, because I think I enjoyed the social time more than anything, because I gained a lot of mutual friends and people I went to school with. We all went to Mrs. Clyburn in Sumter, South Carolina. And I, at one point, was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And my mom was like, okay. But I stuck with track, though. I stuck with track until I graduated from high school. So it was never like, you're going to stay, you're going to stick it out. And I just wonder how many kids, like I'm thinking about Joshua's best friend too, who she did for every sport you can think of. I know she did football, and I want to say she did basketball, and she did bowling. And eventually she got to a point she realized, I'm just going to stick with bowling. And she was good at football. So how many of us need to be cognizant as parents that we make sure we're not forcing our kids to do something they don't have a heart for, and that's okay. Now there's certain things, and I'm talking about hobbies. I'm not talking about cleaning up your room. I'm not talking about going to school, but like genuine hobbies we try to put on them. And honest, they can be very good at it. But then we realize they're not feeling anymore.